Welcome to Las Vegas and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas rebuild. To start off, kind of just some basics. We will be doing gameplay, mostly playing offense because that's what I like playing more. But my favorite part about it, and what we're going to be focusing on, is the rebuilding of the team, the development of the team, and recruiting, following storylines and progression. We will try to keep it pretty realistic. We're going to be using coach suggestions for our plays 99% of the time. So if it recommends we punt or kick a field goal 99% of the time, that's what we're going to do. Most of the settings stay the same. We're going to play on Heisman difficulty. So we're going to start this year in the Mountain West and hopefully win the Mountain West, and then move into some new and different conferences. I'm going to set up our coach, and then I'll get back to you with an introduction for the team that we currently have. Okay, so we are going to sign our first contract, 3-year contract. Goal is to make a bowl game, which hopefully should be doable. UNLV has had some really, really horrible seasons, but the last two have been, pretty all right. Obviously, the last season, 11-3, is pretty solid. So we're going to take over and hopefully make a bowl game. And we will go check out the team. So here we are at our roster. We're going to check out, obviously, the most important position first, which is our quarterback. You can see here we have Anthony Colandrea, who's a junior. So it can give us a couple good years to hopefully find a quarterback. We have a senior who probably isn't going to really play, another senior, freshman, normal dev. So we're going to need a quarterback soon. Anthony can probably get us through this year and next. Running back wise, it's probably one of our strongest positions with Jaden Thomas. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He is only normal dev, 91 speed though, 93 acceleration, and just a junior. So hopefully we can get him to stick around. Let's see. We have a star in Kevon Lee, but he's also a senior, so not sure how much we'll get out of him. And then a couple other guys, all impact dev. Receivers, don't really have anyone, with much speed, except JoJo Earl might have to be that guy at 93 speed. Omeire might be decent at 6'4" and 210. Bradley, another kind of go up and get it kind of guy. Let's see. We have a star in Lions as a redshirt sophomore. Might try to get him some playing time. Offensive line looks fine. Nothing crazy. All a little bit on the older side, so we're going to look to recruit pretty heavily there. We have a sophomore star edge here who we can hopefully build up. Another redshirt freshman star, so I'm trying to get those two some playing time. Don't have a single Sam linebacker, which is interesting. You have an elite dev Will linebacker, but he is unfortunately redshirt senior, so another elite corner, but also a senior. Well, the team's not bad. What it's looking like to me, it's just a lot of older upperclassmen. And in the younger players, we don't have very good development traits, and we have 3 punters for who knows why. So that's the team to start this year. I'll go set up the recruiting board, and then we'll go over that here shortly. So a quick bit about our coach here. It shows a motivator type, mostly because we get bonus XP whenever a player levels up, so between seasons we should be able to capitalize on that. First position group we're really going to focus heavy on is our offensive line, so we're going to spend 8 points right here. And we have an older offensive line, so hopefully some of them are at skill caps, and that will increase the interest from some of the recruits. Okay, so I've set up the recruiting board and prospects here. We're looking at a couple quarterbacks, 4 stars, a running back, receivers. I have a bunch lined up because that's what we're gonna need most. This speedster right here looks like he could be really good. We didn't scout him at all, but he does have A+ playing time, which is the best of any of the receivers. 1 tight end, a bunch of offensive tackles that all look like they could be really good. No guards or centers yet. A couple guys off the edge, D tackles, linebackers, obviously. And this is all going to change a lot once we get to the a couple weeks in, because obviously, you know, being a lower tier school right now, a bunch of those guys are going to drop off fast, and we'll fill in with 3 stars and maybe some other under recruited 4 stars. As far as custom schedules, we're just going to play the normal schedule here. Sam Houston, UCLA, Northwest. So hopefully we can win a bunch of these games this year. And then, like I said, we'll maybe move to the Big 12 or maybe challenge ourselves next year, just depending on how it goes. So we simmed a couple weeks. No games have been played yet. Our recruiting board is looking drastically different. All the quarterbacks fell off. We have this 5-star that might be decent. We'll have to see. He wasn't expected to be, but we don't really have any extra points to put on him right now. Still have the running back, and we're in a decent spot for him in second. Receivers, you can see a lot of them came off. We're moving up on the kind of 3 that we've selected. Might look at these guys kind of backup options. Not going to put a ton into the tight end. Lost one of the tackles, but moving up on, a couple of them. I'm hoping this Enrique Mays is the one I want the most. Well-rounded 5-star would be awesome. Cut down a couple of edge rushers, not recruiting either of them. We only have 400 hours, so don't have a ton to put in. I'm trying to get Matt Stay, power rusher, D tackle would be awesome. Outside linebacker, this middle linebacker is only a 3-star, but he looks to be pretty good. And then most of the good corners we wanted aren't, available anymore, so we'll just kind of see from there. We're really only able to put points on not a ton of players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 guys we're putting points on. If we can come out with, 6 or 7 of them, would be awesome, especially since, 2 of them up here are tackle 5 stars. Would be a great beginning boost to us. We'll get into our first game. Taking on Sam Houston should be pretty winnable. I set the depth chart and moved some things around, kind of like I talked about at the beginning, where we're going to have those younger edge rushers playing over some of the normal development guys above them. We're going to have that younger sophomore receiver as our receiver 1. He's ranked a little bit lower overall, but most of his stats seem to be playing up. So we'll get into the game. All right, we're going to get into our first game here, playing offense only against Sam Houston. Hopefully we don't even have to play the entire game and can sim out at least the last quarter. So Sam Houston started off with the ball, went down, got 3. We're going to hopefully get Colandrea going here. Lyons is that sophomore I was talking about that has some potential. Hit the tight end on the crosser. We're run inside zone. Our offensive line isn't great, but against Sam Houston, hopefully we can make something happen. Good break up the middle. Pick up of 11. Or go right back to it. See if we can get another good chunk play. They're kind of pressing Lions on the outside, but we're just going to stick to this for now. Get another 4. Run a quick RBO. I don't like the look over there, so we're going to audible just to an inside zone. Looks like the middle's pretty open here. If we can get 1 or 2 blocks is all. And we'll pick up the first down. Thomas should be pretty good running back for us, honestly. I do know that he does want to transfer, so that's not super awesome, but at the tight end on that will pick up 3 yards. And we'll go back to the well. Looks like the middle should be wide open here again. We can just go right behind 73. Good block. Good downfield block. And we're gonna run this little drag play. Looking between our tight end, maybe lines down the field, or our running back coming back across the middle. We should be wide open. Pick up the first down. So far, we're moving the ball really easily. This is Sam Houston, so I don't expect him to be good. Here's our backup running back into the game for the first time, and he's going to pick up the touchdown. We haven't gotten the ball to Lions yet. I'm pretty excited about him, so we'll hopefully look to do so here shortly. But our run game is just, we're picking up 5 to 10 yards every single play. So we want to take advantage of that for sure. Send Lions on a streak, and let's actually bring our tight end over and see if we can't get that safety to go with our tight end. Oh, he's just going to be open. Oh, got a hand up. Not upset about that. It wasn't the best throw, maybe a little bit late on the read. Our tight end is really slow for running this play, but it works pretty well. Pick up another 12, 13 yards. That is one position I do want to find is a really good tight end. I just feel like they always get good matchups in this game. So we are starting the second quarter. We're going to get Thomas the ball again. He obviously, his first bad run of the day, which blocking wasn't great. I'm going to give it to him again. Looks like there's a little bit more space on this play. Oh, I'm going to sneak right up the middle for another 15 yards. We're just going to keep feeding him, get number 9 the ball. I don't remember what, we'll have to check after the game and see what his deal breaker is. I do not remember, but I know he is at high risk for transfer. Can't audible at Sam Houston is bad. That's a good little in route right there. I'll try a jet sweep here. Bradley is our fastest receiver playing in the slot. He's a senior. See if we can't get to the outside. Good block. Easy touchdown. Like I said at the beginning, we are running coach suggestions. So they are calling a lot of running plays with us being, up 14-3. And obviously, our running back has 9 attempts and 80 yards. So a little play action here. Some crossing action. Hit the running back out in the flat. Just pick up of probably round 7 or 8, just on that little play. Run back up the middle. This could be a big play. Linebackers are close to the line of scrimmage. Get around. Thomas is going to take it to the house. So we're up 21-3 about halfway through the second quarter. Depending on what the score is, we might not even play the second half. Our offense looks really good so far, about as good as you could expect. But we are playing Sam Houston, so we got to keep that in mind. But I really think, from what I've seen with Thomas, and our offensive line isn't horrible, we should have a pretty good chance in the Mountain West here. Oh, almost broke off another one. Let's see if we run some slants here. Try and get Lions. I just even throw it to him no matter what. No, we're going to get sacked. First sack. What defense we're doing? Zone coverage, which makes it a little bit tricky. 2nd and 14. We're going to look Lions quick. I'm just going to hit The crosser underneath. It's kind of how I want to start. We're not going to take too many risks right now, at least. Try and get, Colin Drea going. He's not a super elite quarterback talent. We're just kind of got to hit, make the open passes. Go ahead and take 3 here. Just an easy chip shot. I'll go up 24-3. Sam Houston gets another field goal. Our offensive coordinator's really wanting Thomas to get the ball, which I don't blame him. Could have been a big play, just one guy unblocked. Gonna run a little mesh action here. Let's see what's open. Said I really like throwing to tight ends, especially when they actually catch the ball. There's some receivers, especially in this game, that have some major drop issues. Barely pick up the first down there. Try to get a few more passing plays, just see what we have a little bit more. See if we can hit that pass. Longest pass of the game and the season, obviously. We really want to get, Lions going as a sophomore. I think he has star dev, maybe just impact. Do a little screen pass here. I couldn't quite get out all the way. Like I said, this game, I think we're only going to play until halftime. Let's send Lions on a streak. Let's just get it up to him and see if he can make a play. Caught it. Touchdown. That was really good to see. I think with Lions we have something. I think he can be a really good player for us. We're going to play this one more drive. 31-6. This game should be pretty well in hand. We're going to play one more drive just to get a little bit more, seeing what we have. That's a great run. Pickup of 8. Offensive coordinator is calling pretty much all RPOs at this point, which can be very effective. There's a pickup of a few. Get another run up the middle. We might try to get Lions the ball deep again just to keep him going. That's 157 yards on 15 rushes for Thomas is pretty great. If he can be, somewhat in that ballpark, that's probably a Heisman right there. I definitely should. I mean, averaging 10 yards per carry would be insane. Let's just watch. Oh, can't quite get there. Covered that pretty well. I was pretty much only watching Lions the whole way anyway. So we'll see if he can get a win on the outside. If not, we'll hit. Hopefully one of our tight ends can get open here. Oh, instant pressure. 3rd and 28. Pretty long shot here. We're just going to send the Lions on a streak. Probably just lofted up there to him. Oh, pressured again. Well, pass pro hasn't been amazing. That was a longer developing play, and our punter apparently sucks. Get a 30-yard punt. All right, your final is 31-6. Held Sam Houston scoreless in the second half. To be fair, we didn't score in the second half. We didn't play at all any of the fourth quarter, and only one possession of the third quarter, which was our worst possession of the whole game. Take a look at the stats here. Our quarterback, 17 of 20 is really good. Almost 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions is an awesome start. Our running back, 23 attempts, 200 yards is awesome. Hopefully, like I said, we'll have to look at what his deal breaker is, because if we can keep him around another year, should be really good. Bradley had a good game. Where's Lions? Lions, 58 yards and a touchdown. Touchdown for Bradley. To look at him a little bit more, I don't remember. He's only got 89 speed, but he's our highest rated receiver, so. And then defensively, obviously we didn't play any defense, but we'll take a look here. 4 TFLs for Chief Borders. He's a junior. And then a sack for Conti, Fuller, Borders had one, and then Landon, Thomas, and McDuffie each had half. No interceptions, one fumble, also recovered. So our defensive tackle played really well. And we blocked a field goal. So that's pretty cool. Doesn't happen often. Our goal is to get our main position groups all to that tier 3 off-season training boost, because that also just gets our coach more points. So for skill caps and interest, I think I want to do some linebackers just to get this one up a little bit. Our linebackers are not great. And then the first one I want to get to that tier 3 is maybe our quarterback or our receivers, because we do have some younger receivers. So maybe we'll start on the receivers and then work on getting them up to that tier 3 for sure. So as you can see here, we have a lot of players at risk. Thomas, our running back, is playing style, so we'll have to check what his playing style requirements are. Without something we should work on, pro potential is going to be hard, so we might actually lose our quarterback, which would be tough. And Lyons is in there, and he's our potential receiver. Brand exposure, no one too crazy. One of our backup running backs. So really the two biggest ones I'm concerned about: Thomas, our quarterback, and our best running back and our best receiver. Quick recruiting update. We have a quarterback on the board. We'll go ahead, because in light of our current quarterback situation, we'll throw 50 on him. Running back, we're into first on Moon. We're first on this 4-star receiver. No one else has even offered him, so that's good. We're second on this one, and realistically, I'd be fine bringing all these guys. We just don't have the points to heavily recruit all of them yet. Second, and we're first on Silva, who I think could potentially be our number 1 receiver next year, depending on what Lions does. Pretty good spot for the tackles. Locked out on the defensive tackle, which is not great. And one of the linebackers, which that's who we're going to add some points onto. Let's get 10 on him. Abel's a 3-star. Abraham's a 3-star as well, but he's already into the top 5. Let's get in the last 10 on Sneed. And then these corners are just kind of hanging around. We might get locked out on them soon, but we can only work on one thing at a time. Is a east-west playmaker, 1-star. So he should, hopefully, if we get some rushing yards, he should stick around. We'll get into game 2 against UCLA. Should be a little bit better of a matchup, but we are playing at home here. Once again, playing offense. We are at the inch line, so hopefully we can get this out of our own end zone. We can. Thomas gives us 11 or 12. Run a quick mesh concept. Lions might be wide open on this. Just watch the safety. I'll just throw it underneath. Easy throw. Pick up of 4. Run inside the other way. See if we can get a block. Kind of juked right into him there. Still a pickup of 5. Run the ball again and hopefully pick up the first down. Just going to kind of read our offensive line, and that was a quick shed, but we did get the first. We run another mesh play. We're kind of on the side. Should be open in the middle of the zone. My expectations for our quarterback is just to hit the open passes, make the easy reads, and then hand the ball off to Thomas. Get a little bit of play action going. We're actually going to send Lions on a streak here. See if he can get away from that corner. Just going to hit A. Oh, maybe hold on. Dropped it. That's a tough one. I don't expect him to hold on to that. It'd be nice. Hopefully, as the dynasty progresses, we can get some receivers that'll hold on to those type of plays. So no one really to go there. Thomas still makes into a gain of 3, but that one was pretty bottled up. Let's see if we can't pick up the first here. Get out. Don't have quite the run after catch ability that we need to make that kind of play work. All right, UCLA just missed a field goal, which is awesome for us. Get the ball back about midfield. Let's see if we can put a drive together this time. Oh, that's a good move. I really like Thomas. Most of these rebuilds that I've done, usually just on my own, you start out with a pretty crappy running back and an even worse offensive line. So having Thomas be good is a great, almost head start for the whole thing to help us win some games. That wasn't great. Those jet sweeps either work really well or don't work at all. Let's see if they leave. Oh, wide open on the slant. Good catch. Hold on to it. We have an injury on the offensive line. Another pickup of 11. Just keep feeding him the rock. A little screen pass going. Oh, lucky that wasn't intercepted. Not sure how well quarterback is going to be able to make those plays. It's more of a pocket passer style guy, it seems like. Not super great under pressure. Didn't really see anything open there. Try another mesh concept. They're in zone. We're looking for B or either of the crossers. A should be wide open, and that should be a touchdown. All right, we get the ball back here. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. This middle could be open if we block it up a little bit, and he shed right off our center. Screen pass hasn't been exactly our friend up to this point, but we are going to give it another go. This one finally should work. Pickup of maybe 13, 14 yards, and that's the end of the first quarter. Run a little play action pass off of this. We'll look for these crossing routes. We have to get out of the pocket. We're just going to tuck it and go. Decent little pickup of a few. Gets us a first down there. Run another play action pass here. Watch that safety, and the Lions might be able to get over the top. Just going to hit our tight end. Pickup of almost 10. Get a little run going right here up the middle. Thomas is nice because he can do the power runs. That, and he's also good at more of the stretch style plays. Another one of these. Safeties are pretty deep, but if they drop at all, we might have something over the top. Just hit our tight end. I feel like this tight end, Gums, is pretty good at, catching the ball, which is the biggest thing that we need from him. He's not fast by any means, but there he gets a first down. He's got 5 catches already. All right, let's see. Let's put Thomas on a little out here. We got A wide open. That's Bradley. Kind of would rather go on the other side of the center, but they're kind of rashing down. Pickup of 10. Lions is pressed here. He couldn't break it. Oh, and we're sacked. Probably going to hit Gums here, unless Lions can get open. Bad decision. 3rd and 19. Don't want to do anything too crazy with a 7-point lead. Going up 10 is always a good idea. See if we can maybe just make the kick a little bit easier or break something off here. We might have a chance. Bradley again, that's 2 big plays on this drive. Touchdown for number 6. All right, UCLA gets their first points on the board with a field goal. Lions is pressed here, but that safety's hanging back, has been all game with that kind of shell high coverage. Pick up 3 on the ground. That shed. If we can hold off that shed half a second longer, it's a first down all day. Try another screen pass here. They're a little bit spread out, but we've ran the ball successfully a couple plays in a row. See if we can get out there, juke back in. Great move to get some extra yards. And we'll go back to the run game. 4 minutes left. I'm fine taking off quite a bit of time. Not, quite to the point of chewing clock or anything, but methodical drive, make good decisions. So we're just going to run the ball. With Lee, our backup running back's in. Picks up almost 10. And we're staying on the ground. I like this hole on this side. If we can get 73 just to block him in. Great little hesitation. Yeah, if his deal breaker is rushing yards, we shouldn't have any issue. He should be going for 100 plus every game. I was worried. I mean, UCLA is not an amazing football team right now, but they should be significantly better than Sam Houston. And that was my worry, that Sam Houston's defensive line was just so bad that our offensive line was getting a better push than usual, which is probably partially true. But Thomas has still been able to get a lot of yards against what should be a better defensive line. And this little RPO with our tight end. And these seem to get open a lot. Oh, I tried to throw it, held on to it just half a second too long. 3rd and goal here. Probably looking to Lions, maybe Bradley if he's wide open. Yeah, we'll spy. He's wide open other than that. Couldn't see anything else coming open, so we'll kick 3. And 3 is good. I don't know how far our kicker... We might not be kicking very many even semi-deep field goals from the look of that kick right there. Which it wasn't full power. Still get Thomas the ball here on this play at least. Let's see if we can fit that in there. Oh, great pass. Just can't quite hold on. I was singing his praises too much earlier, apparently. Which I don't know if that's one, not the easiest pass to catch. Make up for it here. 1st down and out of bounds. Not the easiest pass to catch, but he had it a long time. I thought he was going to hold on to it. We're just going to do an inside zone here. I like the look. They crashed down. Let's see. This is where a fast tight end could get us a touchdown. We'll see if he can break out there a little bit. Yeah, we had him. We had him open. 3rd and 8. We're going to send Lions on a streak. I'm going to send Bradley on a deep cross. See if he can pull that safety over. We have him. If we can make the throw. Deep down the sideline. Oh, and they catch him. Thought that was a touchdown. Great play nonetheless. Just that closing speed couldn't quite break away. Our tight end. Looking for our tight end here again. Probably his first read. He's coming wide open across the middle there. 3rd and inches. Let's run that same mesh concept. Lions could be open in the middle of the field. Oh, pressure. Coach wants us to kick it, which we will. And now we're up 20-3. We're into the 3rd quarter. I saw we just got an interception. We'll check that out in the stats afterward. We'll get at least... Thomas is a little bit hurt, looks like. So he might be done for the game. Let's get him out here. Get him one more run play. Another 5 yards, and then hopefully his day is done. And we'll see if we can finish this one out. Which Lee should be a very serviceable second running back. Not quite as much burst. Seems like a little bit more power. Looking for probably Bradley. Or just Gums again. Doesn't seem to be the biggest tight end, but generally catches the ball, gets open over the middle. Run a little screen pass and see if Lee can get us a touchdown right here. Run an inside zone here. Oh, blocked him right into where we were going. 3rd and goal. It's on this little wheel trail. Probably going to just mostly be looking at Elskins, Bradley. Oh, tried to hit Lee. That one's tough. Final here in Las Vegas, 38-24. Our defense broke down a little bit more in the second half. We simmed the rest of the game. I think we scored maybe 1 or 2 more times. So UCLA scored 21 in the second half. We scored only 18. We'll see the stats. Colin Drea, 21 for 32, really good completion. Still hasn't thrown an interception 2 games in. 3 touchdowns, which is great. Thomas had another big game, 129 yards, didn't get into the end zone. Kevon Lee did, though, 87 yards as well, averaging 6.6. Had a really good game for him. Receiving-wise, Gums led the way with 83 and a touchdown. Bradley looked pretty good. Lions only had that 1 deep catch, so not his best game. And on the defensive side of the ball, we saw we had an interception, only 1 TFL, and 1 sack for Conti. Interception was by LaTerrence Welch, who was a senior corner. Do a quick recruiting update, and then we will... Quarterbacks locked us out. Moon, we're into the top 5. For our receivers here, we're at 2nd with Cherador, 2nd with Wolf, and we're up to 1st at the good lead on Silva. Offensive tackles, 3rd, 6th, 2nd. We're looking all right. Hopefully we can get at least 2 of those guys. Locked out on one of these defensive edges that we weren't going after. Good lead on this outside linebacker. Abram, did we get our cell right? Yes, which it's not amazing, but it should still be worth it. We can maybe get him on a visit week 5, and that could be big. Finally locked out on this corner. I have to put some points on Witten. Hopefully we can at least get 1 4-star corner out of this class. Looks like the transfer portal is going to have to be big for us, especially quarterback-wise. But that'll be it for episode 1. Pick up episode 2 with hopefully another kind of tune-up game against FCS Northwest. And hope you guys are enjoying this rebuild and see what we can do here in Las Vegas.